Brightside's the band that me and my compadres are in. We're from right here in Tallahassee, Florida. Brightside actually came together a few years ago now. Dylan and Jake actually began writing some of the music together in their previous band. Then I joined in with them, and the three of us continued writing together. So I guess at that point, that was probably about really when the music was beginning to be written.
They ended up contacting me to start playing bass with them, and so that was an older band when we were still in high school. We kind of split for a little while. Jake went to El Salvador for a couple years. Dylan moved to Orlando. We sort of all just did our own thing for a little while. Jake got back from El Salvador. Dylan moved back up from Orlando. They kind of picked back up where they left off.
Kind of like an all-star band, and they needed a drummer, and I was friends with Jake's little brother, and his little brother suggested me to be the drummer. So they auditioned me, and I made it, and here I am.
We write songs sometimes together, sometimes individually. It's a little bit of both. I'll get an idea, and I just record it, and then I'll bring it to the band later and say, hey, I had this idea. Can you try playing something like this over it?
Primarily, I'll write most of the lead parts, but we all sort of play every instrument.
Playing guitar, you sort of have to be front and center a little bit. You kind of have to showboat a little more. So I figured that bass was kind of the way to go with that. I can just hang back and do my own thing, not have to worry about being up in the front and being in the attention and everything.
I decided I was too cool for piano, but then come high school, I heard all the girls talking about how cool this one kid was because he played piano. So I quickly started playing piano again. Then I actually started singing my junior year of high school.
My dad has been playing drums since he was in middle school. He's always been letting me play, and he puts me in his lap, and I play. So growing up around it made me want to do it.
Yeah, my parents have been super supportive. My mom and dad go to every show. They got me my first guitar.
They're really helpful, and my dad, being a guitar player himself, he has a ton of guitars, and he actually lets me try them out if I'm looking at maybe buying a new guitar.
My dad does put a lot of pressure on me, but it's good pressure. He never tells me I do a good job when I suck. It's good criticism. I do a bad job, he'll tell me I sound like crap. Or if I do a good job, he won't overdo it.
My favorite part about performing is just kind of getting lost in it. You don't really think about anything. You just sort of start playing, and all you think about is the set and the song that you're in. All you're focused on is the band.
This was our first time playing at the local 662. It was dope.
I had a really good time interacting with a whole bunch of new fans that came out. A lot of the people here hadn't actually heard us before. It's really cool to see people kind of coming out, finding new music, and enjoying it enough to take a chance on buying a CD or a poster or something like that, supporting local music.
I like to find kind of who's the most into it, and I interact with them. I try to get people into it that are maybe just standing there. Yeah. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I try to find the people that are either singing along or look like they're having a good time. I like to point them out so they feel extra special, or throw them my guitar pick. I like to have 6 or 7 on stage with me so they get to walk away with a little souvenir and feel a little bit important.
My idea for the future of the band is to push ourselves as much as we can. A big part of that is getting out of Tallahassee. It's been a good fostering environment for all of us. We're starting to outgrow it, and I think we all kind of are figuring that out.
There's this new kind of smaller local band called Guns N' Roses. I would love to have them open for us. No, not really.
Bye.